Hey guys, I want to do a quick walkthrough of my Chrome extension, Is This Book Good? So Is This Book Good is a Chrome extension that allows you to spot red flags in reviews when you're shopping for books on Amazon.com. Alright, so let's do a very quick walkthrough of how it works. Alright, so let me switch over to Is This Book Good? So the way you find Is This Book Good is you just go to the Chrome Webstore and you type Is This Book Good? And then from here you will then just click on the product within the Chrome Webstore and click Add to Chrome. It will then ask you whether you want to add it. You'll just click Add Extension, and then from here you can then just go to Amazon.com and right away you will be able to use it. So right now I'm going to Amazon and I'm going to just search for a book. So on Netflix, one of my favorite movies from when I was growing up is Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park is a book from Michael Crichton. I read the book about 3 weeks before the movie came out in 1993. And I gotta say, I was super excited to see the movie after I read the book because I enjoyed it so much. So let's just type in Jurassic Park and see if we can see the score. All right, so here we have Jurassic Park, a novel by Michael Crichton. All right, and here we see our pop-up. So I'm on an Amazon page for a book, and when I go to a books page, I will then see the scores pop up. So here I see 3 different scores. I see a buyer success rate, I see a number of days since release, and I see a percentage of 1-star reviews. So this is really helpful to me when I want to buy books. Because first I want to know how many people or what percentage of people are actually happy with their book purchase. Second, I want some indication of how reliable and how stable those reviews actually are. And what I found to be a good proxy for this is just the number of days since a book came out. If a book came out relatively recently, I have seen in my personal experience that book ratings and reviews are likely to change over time as people decide, oh hey, this sounds like a great concept. And so typically you get high reviews at the beginning of people using a book, or because people get referred by people's friends to buy a book. But then afterwards, people figure out in their own experience, oh hey, this book, sounds like a great idea, but when I try to apply it in my own personal practice, it doesn't work nearly as well as the concept makes it seem. All right, and lastly, the thing that I also use is the percentage of 1-star reviews. So when you go to any books page on Amazon, the first thing you see underneath the book's title and its author is the star rating. And the star rating is really a very vague way to display scores, because what you typically will see is any score between a 4 and a 5. And so it sort of makes every book look like it's a good book to buy. But that's not really the case. What you instead wind up doing, if you're someone like me who is more skeptical about the value of something you read, is you go to the 1-star reviews to see whether people are dissatisfied with the book, so you can figure out from their critical feedback whether or not it's useful in the application of your everyday life. Okay, so the way I do this is I just pull in this data directly so that you see right away, before you make the decision to buy something, whether or not there is data that suggests that maybe you should look at buying something else. Okay, so how does this work in practice though, this little pop-up? So when you scroll the page, it will actually stay in the exact same position. I found this was very useful to me because putting any information on top of Amazon's already busy interface makes it very difficult to make anything that you design stand out. So for that reason, I have this little pop-up stay exactly where it is. Now, but here's the thing though, this pop-up does block a number of significant functional features of Amazon's shopping experience. So what was very important for me was that while I want to get this information when I buy any book, I also want this information to go away at the click of a button. So that's exactly what I did. I make this go away as soon as you click it. Then from here, you're able to shop like normally, change your cart, go to returns and orders, sign in, etc. All right, but does this extension actually work for Kindle books, hardcover, or audiobooks? Well, we happen to find an audiobook first, so we do know it works for that. But we can try out the Kindle book right now. And here we see, yes, it does work. And we can go to hardcover. And we see, yes, it does work there as well. And we can go to another example for a book. We can maybe go to Obviously Awesome, which is a great book on product positioning. I'm misspelling it, but that's okay. And then here we can see that it pops up. All right, so now we know that it works for different types of books, and it works for all books, at least that I have seen of my own personal user testing, and I've done a bunch. But let's go and shop for something else. Let's maybe go for a mixing bowl, because we don't want this data to show up if we're not shopping for a book. That's not really useful to us. That would instead be a big problem. All right, so now we are on an OXO bowl, and this is one I personally bought for my mom when her bowl was finally damaged. And here we say, no, the extension does not create a pop-up where we don't want it to, which is very important. All right, so this has been a walkthrough of Is This Book Good? I hope that this has been helpful to you guys, and I hope you guys have fun shopping. All right, thanks.